When it comes to navigating relationships and interactions, it's essential for women to be cautious and wise about understanding men's intentions. Flirting can be fun and flattering, but it's important to differentiate between genuine interest and superficial charm. Some men use flirtation as a way to engage without any serious intentions, which can be misleading and, ultimately, disappointing. By being aware and setting personal boundaries, women can better protect themselves emotionally and make decisions that align with their true values and goals. Recognizing red flags early on and not letting flattery cloud judgment are key. Relationships should be based on mutual respect, honesty, and a foundation of sincerity rather than smooth words or surface-level attraction. Trusting actions over words and observing consistency over time can help in understanding someone's true character. Always prioritize self-respect and emotional health by surrounding yourself with people who genuinely care and support your well. It's easy to be swept off your feet by charming words and flattering attention, but distinguishing between flattery and sincerity is essential to understanding someone's true intentions. Flattery often centers on surface-level compliments that, while enjoyable to hear, lack depth or meaning. These types of compliments may be exaggerated or overly generic, and they don't reveal much about the person delivering them. A man who is genuinely interested in you will take the time to know who you are beyond appearances or quick impressions. His compliments will likely focus on specific qualities, values, or passions you hold, showing that he's paying close attention and values you as a person. Genuine interest involves consistency and emotional depth, whereas shallow charm usually centers on winning short-term affection without commitment or long-term intentions. A person who uses flattery may say what you want to hear, but may not show up when it truly matters. If a man's attention feels fleeting or his words seem calculated to create an immediate effect without any real follow-up, it's wise to take a step back and evaluate. Sincere interest, on the other hand, is evident over time and through actions that align with words. This could look like remembering details about your life, offering thoughtful gestures that reflect a deeper understanding of your needs, or simply being present and reliable. Additionally, flattery can sometimes feel a bit too good to be true, with excessive praise or a focus on appearances rather than values and goals. Someone who is sincere, however, will show appreciation not just for what is visible but also for what makes you unique as an individual. By being aware of these differences, you can avoid being misled by superficial charm and instead focus on building relationships with people who respect and value you genuinely. When it comes to understanding someone's intentions, the real truth isn't always in what they say, it's in what they say and what they do. Words can be beautiful and persuasive, but actions are where you'll find the real story. Think about it, anyone can say they care about you, promise to be there, or talk about all the wonderful things they'll do for you. But if those words don't line up with consistent action, they're just empty promises. Now, we all love hearing sweet words, they make us feel special, seen and valued, but relying solely on words can lead to confusion, disappointment, and sometimes even heartbreak. What's reliable, what's real, is behavior that you can observe over time. When someone consistently shows up, when they're there for you on the hard days, and when they put in the effort without being asked, that's when you know you have something worth trusting. True intentions are revealed in the small, often quiet moments. It's in the way they handle stress, the way they show up when there's nothing to gain, and the little acts of kindness that don't require an audience. These actions don't just tell you what someone feels in the moment, they show you their character, their integrity, and the depth of their commitment. And those actions, they're not something you need to question or second guess because they're there, unfolding in front of you. So, take your time. Watch how someone treats you and others. Give yourself the gift of seeing the whole picture before you invest your heart. Remember, anyone can say they care, but a person who genuinely cares will make it known through their actions, day after day. When words and actions align, that's when you have something solid, something you can truly trust. There's a voice inside you, a gentle, persistent whisper that knows when something isn't right. It's your intuition, your inner compass, and it's there to guide and protect you. We often feel it when something feels off. It's that tiny twinge in our gut, that sense of unease that we can't quite explain. And so often, we brush it aside, convincing ourselves it's just nerves or that we're overthinking. But here's the truth: your intuition is rarely wrong. Ignoring those red flags, those little signals telling you something doesn't add up, can lead to situations that undermine your peace and well-being. Sometimes, the signs are subtle: a feeling that you're not being fully seen or respected, inconsistencies in what's said versus what's done, a lack of genuine care in actions. These moments aren't just coincidences. They're signs trying to steer you back to what you deserve: honesty, respect, and authenticity. Trusting your intuition is about honoring yourself. It's about knowing that your feelings are valid, that your perception matters. When you feel something isn't right, give yourself permission to pause, to ask questions, to seek clarity. Too many times we move past these warnings, convincing ourselves that things will improve or that we're just imagining things. But intuition is our built-in wisdom. It's a powerful ally in us to protect our hearts and maintain our self-worth. So don't dismiss it. Don't silence that inner voice. Let it be a guide, especially when those red flags start appearing. Because when you respect your intuition, you're choosing to respect yourself. And that is where true strength and clarity begin. Boundaries are an act of self-love. They're not walls to shut people out, but guidelines to invite the right ones in. When you set clear boundaries, you're telling the world, I know my worth. I know what I deserve. Boundaries aren't selfish, they're essential. They're about saying yes to what honors you and no to anything that doesn't align with your values and peace. Now, we all know how easy it is to slip into patterns of wanting to please others, to go along just to keep things smooth. But each time you compromise your boundaries, you chip away at your own peace and self-respect. Setting boundaries is like drawing a line that says, this is where I stand. This is what I need to feel respected and valued, and believe me, the people who truly care for you, who genuinely respect you, will honor that line. Boundaries protect you emotionally because they help filter out situations and people that aren't good for your soul. They remind you to stay true to who you are, to hold on to the values that guide your life. When you say, this is what I need, you're giving yourself permission to expect respect, to prioritize your well-being, and to embrace relationships that uplift rather than drain you. Setting boundaries is a courageous act. It's a way of taking care of yourself without apology, a way to keep your heart safe without shutting it off. So don't be afraid to say what you need, to stand up for what you deserve. Boundaries are the foundation of self-respect, and when you honor them, you invite only what's meant to lift you higher. When it comes to understanding someone's true intentions, consistency and honesty are your guiding lights. It's easy to be drawn in by grand gestures or a single moment of charm, but genuine intentions reveal themselves slowly, patiently, through steady actions over time. Consistency means showing up day in and day out, even when it's not convenient, even when no one's watching. It's in the little things: a pattern of respect, small acts of kindness, and words that match up with actions. This is how you know someone's intentions are real. They walk their talk, they stay steady, and they honor their word. Honesty is the other half of that foundation. Honesty doesn't mean everything is perfect or always easy, but it means that what you're seeing is real, without hidden agendas or masks. Honesty is about transparency, about trusting that what's being said is coming from a place of truth and respect. When someone is honest with you, they're willing to be vulnerable, to share openly, and to communicate with integrity. And when honesty meets consistency, you find yourself standing on solid ground. There's no guessing game, no wondering what's real and what's not. It's clear, it's steady, and it gives you the freedom to trust without fear. Consistency and honesty build a relationship you can lean on, a connection that isn't swayed by moods or circumstances. It's about knowing that what's there today will be there tomorrow, not because of convenience or temporary feelings, but because the foundation is real. So look for those who show up in truth and remain constant, because that's where genuine intentions live. Your self-worth is your greatest treasure. It's the foundation of everything you allow into your life, the energy you give, and the love you accept. When you prioritize self-worth and well-being, you're making a choice to put respect first. It's easy to be dazzled by surface-level attraction, a charming smile, a compliment, a spark that lights up the room. But true respect goes beyond any of that. It sees you, values you, and honors you for who you truly are. Attraction alone can be thrilling, but respect is steady. It's deep, and it nurtures your spirit in ways that attraction alone can't. Respect says, I see your worth. I value your boundaries. I honor your voice. And that's what fills you up, sustains you, and strengthens your sense of self. Respect isn't just about how someone treats you when they want something, it's about how they hold space for you, how they show up when you're not at your best, and how they encourage you to grow and be your true self. Choosing respect means choosing yourself. It means that you're not settling for someone who sees you as an option or treats you as a convenience. You're valuing the fullness of who you are, your dreams, your boundaries, your joy. By putting respect above mere attraction, you're making a promise to yourself that you won't compromise your well-being for a fleeting thrill. Instead, you're opening yourself up to connections that feed your soul and honor your journey. So remember, you are worthy of a love that lifts you, respects you, and values the whole of you. Hold on to that worth. Embrace it. Because when you lead with self-worth, you invite only what is worthy of you. And that's when real love and joy begin to fill your life. The people you surround yourself with are the foundation on which you build your life. They're the voices in your ear, the energy in your space, and the ones who either lift you higher or hold you back. When you choose to be around those who genuinely support your growth, you're surrounding yourself with the kind of love that strengthens, empowers, and believes in you. They're the people who see your potential, even when you're struggling, who remind you of your worth, and who encourage you to reach for more. They want you to succeed not because it benefits them, but because they truly care for you. Respecting your boundaries is one of the greatest gifts someone can give you. It shows that they honor not just who you are, but also who you're becoming. People who respect your boundaries understand that your limits are not obstacles, but guides to help you protect your peace, energy, and growth. They don't push, they don't demand, and they don't make you feel guilty for choosing what's best for you. Instead, they celebrate your choices and respect the journey you're on. These people are your anchors. They don't just show up for the good times, they stand by you through the hard ones, supporting your decisions, even when they don't understand them completely. They give you the freedom to explore, make mistakes, and learn, without judgment or pressure. They recognize that true friendship and love aren't about control, they're about nurturing one another's growth with kindness, respect, and encouragement. Surround yourself with people who believe in your dreams, who value your voice, and who cheer for your success without envy. These are the relationships that will nourish you, push you forward, and make life more meaningful. Because when you're around those who support your journey, you can grow into the fullest, truest version of yourself. And that is a life worth building.